I got one of the classic Tico shakers. I don't have one of those little filters in here, so I gotta shake it extra hard. Dude, this G Fuel hydration formula shit is just completely underrated. It's got a smoother taste to it than even the regular kind. It's not that it's better, it's that it's more like a style or like a mood. I don't know how else to explain it. It eases into it much easar in the hydration formula. I like it. Sorry for missing yesterday. I spent some time with Alexis, and I've actually been enjoying the game a lot more again. I'm level 201 now. Basically ever since I started playing free-for-all. Free-for-all has really been the savior for me this time around. So yesterday I ended up finally completing it and also getting a ton of gameplay. I hung out with her, and then when she went to bed, I stayed up a little bit longer, finished this out, and I ended up unlocking the Dark Matter Ultra WAKIZASHI. Right now it's a variant called Organ Donor, but yeah, so I did all the challenges for it or whatever. Overall, I mean, I actually really like the style of this blade. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like it. I like it more than the sledgehammer, I'll say. The sledgehammer wasn't as fun. The sledgehammer was fun to, like, you know, run around and bonk people and stuff, but as overall, like, an actual use, this actually has a little bit of a lunge to it instead of, you know, where the knife doesn't really. So that helps sometimes. I'm just gonna queue free-for-all, why not? I think it's gonna be a Tundra day. I'm kind of feeling it. Now here's the question, Tiger Team or Hammer Forged in free-for-all? Not entirely sure. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen it. I don't know if I bothered to even edit it together, but I have a bunch of highlights that I ended up getting, and of course another level 1000. So I found out that a lot of the people that are actually much higher levels than me, I shouldn't actually feel that bad, considering a lot of these people, especially if they're 1000, they likely just use the zombie shit where they had to boost themselves all the way up to 1000 in order to make it there. There's like some sort of zombies infinite XP glitch or something in that, or maybe even like straight out modded lobbies, I don't even know. But I've seen the gameplay of the people straight up boosting in zombies. I've seen that before. I've seen it on stream. Now being level 1000 right now is like, you're basically like a confirmed booster. I mean, unless you've been playing like Warzone this entire time or something like that, or you're like, I don't know, someone whose job it is. This guy never even took his eye off of that. Holy shit. M82 God.
I'm on the 2K shit. That shit was on the
Oh, I went for the no scope on the 4th. Oh my God, these players, man.
fucking fake ass face playing ass.
You're level 1000 boosted.
I don't care. Why are you mad for though?
The audacity! It blows my mind! Like, even if I am a fake member, like, think about it, right? If I just say that I'm not, you're still clearly boosted. It blows my mind. And then bro said he doesn't care. Like, trying to just point out anyone I can and just call them boosters. It's pretty obvious, but I can't believe he had the nerve, the gall. It is something specific and very special to human beings to be able to just straight up ignore obvious. And right now, we're on a floating rock. At any moment could just implode.
Only put my cock in the bag.
Okay, this is such a great rock. I love living here. Someone should have spawned back here. If they didn't, they spawned right there. Yep. Back. He's gonna spawn right here again. He's back on the street. There he is. Maybe in the back now. I'm telling you, the spawns on this game work like magic. I've had people try to sit there and like argue the fact that these spawns are terrible. And trust me, I'm not gonna go and say that the spawns are perfect by any means. I'm not gonna say they're even good in most general modes, but I will say in free-for-all, the spawns are pretty good. You can define good and bad as far as, you know, whatever. But as far as the flow of the game, Cold War is leaps and bounds spawn system-wise 10 times the game Modern Warfare ever was in multiplayer. It's like Modern Warfare multiplayer was just never meant to be. It's almost like it was made almost as an afterthought, almost, even though it's not. Like, clearly it was like the multiplayer and like the general build, and then Warzone kind of was derived from it. At least that's how it was released anyway. Fuck! I don't know, multiplayer just felt like it had this ridiculous like identity crisis. I don't know if it was like with the design team or something, but... Oh yeah, you thought you were gonna make it around. We're on a 10. man. It's very hard to hold streaks in free-for-all, obviously. You would have to kind of hold like a general... This guy is always in those windows. Oh, he got me. Sorry, bud. He should spawn there again. He should spawn over here. Yeah. There he is again. I killed him 3 times for the final. I can't, man. I'm telling you. People are gonna say that right there is bad spawns. I call that good spawns. It's good spawns because it makes sense. If I am out of the line of sight, okay? In classic Call of Duty logic, there are only a select few things that actually will make you spawn in a different location. There's a particular spawn point somewhere on the map. The only thing that can make that person not spawn at that spot anymore is if somebody is standing within a range around it. They would have to be in a certain amount of meters to that spawn point for the game to be like, I don't know about that. Don't want to spawn them there. There's danger, even if they're not looking at them. So there's line of sight just by directly looking at spawn points. You can literally just, you know, spawn in a certain corner one game and then just stare at your own spawn point. No one's gonna spawn there. Unless all of the other spawn points in that exact moment that someone is respawning are all covered and the game has to put them somewhere. So if you control the fact that you don't line of sight the actual spawn points themselves, stay just out of the radius of danger in which the game considers danger, and keep in mind how often people are dying around you. If you miss multiple people run and they all get into center map and they die mid-map and there's 2 spawn points behind you, you have to think in your head how many people were in the middle and how many people were on the opposite side of the map in relation to just me being on this side of the map. How likely are they to spawn on my side? Closer to me. Wherever I'm standing in relation to that, I know which spawn point they would be at. It's actually not that complicated in actual practice. You can genuinely sit in a certain area and be able to control spawns even without doing any of this extra bullshit. Find spawn points, stay out of their LOS slightly, and keep checking back. Modern Warfare's biggest issue is that they would straight up just spawn you 8 light years away from any life on Earth. On top of the fact that the game is painfully slow, you die ridiculously fast, so it just aids in people being able to spawn far away, find a nice little safe place, a safe window, safe anything, and just sit there and wait for you to walk by. Again, and that's why Modern Warfare's spawn system is absolutely atrocious. It actively tries to slow the game down for the sake of... I don't know. The game would be much better at a faster pace. I'm not saying you need to spawn people directly in front of each other, but what I am saying, you still need to spawn them within a reasonable area to kind of keep the flow of the game and map moving. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what map you put people on, they're still going to play the same. A good spawn system follows the principles of trying to keep the flow of the map alive and not spawning you directly in front of somebody. That's it. Everything else is game knowledge, and the player that figured that out and is utilizing it deserves to destroy you with it because they learn. And then the real game is actually trying to control and utilize the spawns against each other. It's a fight to be able to control those spawns. It's understanding the game. I still haven't gotten any kills with this sword, man. Look at it. See, right there, I did not spawn in front of that guy. I was just out of LOS. Right there, fair spawn. Because I knew that somebody could be over in that corner or in front of me immediately. That's a good spawn to me. It just did. Now, given it's free-for-all, so much more sporadic than what TDM is, TDM makes even more sense. But on Modern Warfare, they don't give a fuck. Try that ego shit again. Oh, he left the game. He didn't like that. Really, I think I could get that spawn activated over there if I were to actually lay down on this opposite side right here. And then they would spawn back. You can do a lot of little tricks like that. The game could sometimes consider you LOSing, even if you're not technically even looking in the corner. So he put that in that corner to flush me out of the area now. Baby. WAKIZASHI, there it is. Basically, a WAKIZASHI is what? Like a samurai short sword almost, right? It's meant to be one-handed and shorter than a katana. It's like a short sword or even a broadsword versus a long sword. I fuck with it. I like the fact that I have a lunge. I also have this little emblem here. I like this emblem. I always enjoyed this emblem. It was super simple. I liked how the diamond looked in the middle. It was very simple. I unlocked. So since I hit 200, I can now do these prestige icons or whatever. You can't do it until 200. I love a lot of these Black Ops 1 emblems. I really like this one. I love this one. That's why I have the Prestige 5 one. I haven't seen too many people with this Prestige 3 emblem, which I really like. I think it's the best looking one so far in the World at War ones. But the World at War 8th, 9th, and 10th Prestige are much better than the first 7 in my opinion. The main one that I want here from Black Ops 1 is either, what was it, 9th Prestige, I think it was? That's the one that I want. So I would have to hit, I don't know what level in order to make that available for myself. The Black Ops 2 emblems are cool and everything, but I'm gonna sound real boomer here, but I just really like the Black Ops 1 and World at War emblems. So I'm actually gonna swap over to this. So I'm just chilling. I'm playing free-for-all. I'm having a good time. It's really simple. Tomorrow, I'm actually gonna show everybody why I haven't been playing Warzone, on top of the fact that I'm just not very good at it. I get frustrated. We could go down the list. Everybody already knows me, okay? I'm gonna show you guys one of the biggest things that's kind of pushing me away from even trying it, because my Warzone is more broken than I think people realize, or maybe I just don't understand, because I actually can't use things. You'll see.